5 priorities we have. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not feed ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care.
Okay, good morning, and good morning to you guys.
Good morning, General.
Yeah, Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you very clear. Good morning, General.
Okay, thank you very much. But let us just hold back a little bit. Good morning to our beautiful people, those of you who are listening to us by Care Radio and all the other stations, 3 other stations in app and Grandjidad and Sound. Want to say good morning, and those of you watching by Facebook want to say good morning. Another beautiful day. Today is Tuesday, and we ask the question again. We need answers. We need names. Liberian people deserve better, and we deserve answers on drugs. What is going on? Who bringing it? Who are being? We want to see people taken behind bars. We're not hiding it. We're not shielding anything. Whether my brother and sister are involved, let them be prosecuted because we are tired. We are tired. We are tired. Drugs is destroying our country, and we'll hold this government responsible. Whether you see, look, I don't want you to compare, and don't let them fool you. Oh, we are resting, so we're doing good. We have to praise the government. Listen, we pay you to do a piece of job. We pay you, and we're hearing names. We're hearing names coming up. Some officials have been taking cars. Some of them have cars in the convoy. Let wait. We want you to do your job. We want you to bring them out. We want to say, yes, continue what you're doing, because this is not politics. This is not who's in charge. But the fact is that when we give you responsibility, we expect you to deliver. Enough is enough. And I want to applaud Liberians who are standing up. Our children, we are all victims of these drugs. Some of our brothers and sisters and mothers, fathers are all into it. So we will not stop talking. We'll continue, and we're calling our international communities. We want to applaud them. We want an independent investigators. When Ellis Cummings made a statement that he will get in contact with international community, his friends, people all on Facebook, some of these so-called greeted belly people were all there. Oh, Ellis Cummings don't trust the Liberian security. Yes, we don't trust them because their names are coming up. You see? So wisdom is something different. Ideas is something. It's not that we don't trust our people, but they have been doing it for so long. Before we came to this earth, before some of us were born, The security apparatus have been doing this along with some civilian and some and officials. They try to get into power to do their own thing. So Liberians, do not do not allow them to push you around. This government is responsible and we expect them to solve the problem. We expect them to solve it. It is under their watch. It is under their watch. We hear names, and these names will come up. If the president involved, if the vice president involved, if the speaker involved, if the president, bring them out. That's what the president said. Bring them out. Bring them out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is why some of us still support Alexander Cummings. Because you must know what you want to do. You must understand. You must know a problem before you solve it. That is why he tells us. He said, I have my 5 whats and how. 5 whats and how. Most of our politicians in Liberia today, they can tell you what they will do. We'll build roads. We'll fight corruption. We'll make sure no drugs. But they never tell you how they're going to do it. They take their budget to 1.2 billion, but they don't tell you how they will raise the money. They don't tell you. They are afraid to tell you they will fight corruption. They are afraid to tell you that we'll stop buying expensive cars for government officials. They will stop. They will not tell you that. That's the big difference. They will tell you what they will do, or how they will do it, they will never tell you. That is why when you look today, Liberians, please, they got something called the 3 C's in leadership. You must know the character of the individual you're going to work for. And you should know, is this person competent? If this person has the ability to do it or capacity, my fellow Liberians, please, when we choose a leader, we must look beyond popularity, tribes, county, party, and empty promises. Do you know how many times they are telling us that they will do things and they never do it when they come to power and they do something different? And sometimes we start to say, oh, you play fool to gain wisdom. But when they get there, they lie to you. We must ask whether that person possesses the 3 C's of leadership: character, competence, and capacity. Character tells us who you are. When nobody is watching, are you honest? Do you have integrity? Can the people trust you with public resources and the public power? Can they trust you with the resources and the power? Competence tells us what you can do. What you can do. Or understand the problems facing the country. Let's know that. Do you have the knowledge? But we sit there, we allow them to bring the $5, the bag of rice, and then we continue. Oh, yes, this man is good. This man is nice. That's the competence. You must prove yourself. The ability to develop real solution. Capacity tell us whether you can handle the responsibility. Can you handle it? Can you build strong team? Make difficult decisions, manage the economy, create opportunities, and turn the nation into a vision or into results? Can you? But we don't ask the question. Nigeria does not need another politician. We don't need politicians. We need a manager. That is why we're telling you, Alex Cummings has that character, that ability, that competency. He got it on his belt. So, Liberians, we're not going to waste your time yet. Let us have a beautiful show, and I'm going to bring up my fellow guest, my co-host, and we have Emmanuel also. Emmanuel Foded from the line, as he will tell us what is going on, and then we'll open the lines and we'll hear. And good morning, Julius. Good morning, Emmanuel. How are you guys? How are you guys doing today?
Emmanuel, I'll let you go first. Good morning, Manette.
I'm good, Lofa Julius. It's good to join this podcast here today to stand for good governance in Liberia.
It's
Okay,
great.
that's
You,
good.
you know, Manel, let me just first of all thank you and everyone else who have devoted your time to the fight for a better Liberia. For those who take upon themselves to follow the live podcast, whether via the social media or you just follow on the radio, I also want to use this opportunity to thank all of you, for being a part of this. My, my utmost concern and my disappointment in this administration is what I'm going to bring out today. The idea of deception. They continue to deceive themselves and pretend as though they know what they're doing. Let me just give you a scenario of how and why I believe they are deceiving themselves. But for the most part, I think we are victims, right? We, the Liberian people, we, the innocent people, we, the masses, you and I, Emmanuel, we are the victims. The Yomi
Definitely.
Congo Lawrence, the Joseph Borkai, the Jeremiah Falcone, the Edwin Melvin Snow, and other people, they benefit from some of the things that are going on. This is how I feel like these deceptive people in nature are actually they are continuously moving forward. One, when the issue of drugs came about, they denied that there was anything regarding drugs happening in the country. As a matter of fact, they claimed it was the previous government that had the issue of drugs. It was under the previous leadership that Kush came into town. As of recent, Al Jazeera reported that the increase in Kush, okay, the increase in Kush have gone to 80%. We talked about it. They have done nothing about it. In the previous, during the previous government, again, they started to put out a rehabilitation center. Were they effective? Under the previous government, rehabilitation center were also not as effective. But today, based on Al Jazeera's report, and I'm not saying Lofa Julius's report, now I'm not saying Manekishan's report. Al Jazeera's report, based on consolidated data they obtained, a lot of those facilities have been broken down. They are not functioning, or the young people are running out of there because they are not being able to maintain the facility, the financial support, the professional staff to maintain those facilities. They are not in existence. So those young people are leaving. We came up, we talked about the video that was released by the cartel. They came and said it was AI generated. Some of us who some of us who are in the technical field, the many people started to call some of us Lofa. Lofa, what do you think about this video? I said, just by eyesight, just by looking at it, I'm telling you, without having to even run this video in any software, I'm telling you that this video is authentic. This is not AI generated. Yet and still, to support my claim, all right, have it validated. Let me do it. I did it, and then I came out again, went live on my page and told people, stop denying this video. What we need to focus on is how do we protecting guards with guns, protecting him. The woman in the market, Sarah does not have that many people to protect her. Okay, so they denied it. Today they are admitting to it. But here's one thing I want to also share with you: the government is so vulnerable. The government is so lazy that she cannot do what she gets paid to do. An individual sits outside of Liberia, and predicts or determine what the government is supposed to do. Hold the government by her hands and make her do things without even thinking. And they are celebrating that, yes, the government is doing something. One person. So how vulnerable is our people? Now I think about the Lofa. I think about the Lofa border. No wonder why Guinea feels so comfortable coming in our country. Monekishan, I don't want to just jump all over the place, but the reason why I'm highlighting these things again is to say this. Today, as we speak, there are 6 missing Liberians from Grand Jida County. 6 missing Liberians from Grand Jida County. And allegedly, The county attorney took 50,000 Liberian dollars from the family for him to do his job. Amen. Where are we going? Where have we found ourselves under a leadership that supposedly has so much experience? I thought the 40 some more years of experience would have been seen or shown from day one of President Boykott's presidency. 6 Liberians. When there's 6 missing. Then we come to the drugs case where, guess what? They are celebrating the fact that this individual used a vehicle that was given. Yes, ethical practice, okay? Unethical behavior. But here's what it is. The most, again, annoying part about this, the president did not remove this individual. He recused himself at first, and then the president suspended him for unethical behavior, but not because of his involvement with the drugs. Pay keen attention. They are denying the fact that this man is involved with the drugs. They are saying, no, we are not removing him because he's involved, even though it is alleged that this individual is deeply involved with the cartel. But President Boycott is saying, after our investigation, we are telling you he has nothing to do with the drugs. We are simply suspending him because he drove around in the vehicle that was given to him by the cartel. What connection does he have with this cartel that made them to feel so good that they want to give him a vehicle to use for government operation? Mother, let me stop here for a second and give you and Emmanuel the opportunity to come in.
Okay, Manuel, before we go to your group to tell us a little bit about the group, and okay, we'll go to the group and then we'd like you to weigh into this whole drugs issue. You in Liberia, you hearing things around, you know what is going on, you know your community, your environment. Things are hard, and now we're into this drugs issue. What's your take? Say, talk. We'll go into your organization that you guys put together.
Thank you, General, and thank you, Julius, for providing me the opportunity. When the government that few years back they came to power on telling the Liberian people that they was going to rescue this country, we wanted to know how prepared they was from that angle, because we have a lot of drugs issues going on. The youthful populations, a lot of them are getting involved into jobs on the daily where their future have been risked, have been put to risk. So then that when the United Party government came under President Boycott, we felt that he was going to fight jobs. We saw him making statements calling the whole entire nations that they should pay attention to the jobs crisis. Unfortunately, we are seeing more youth getting into jobs on a daily basis, even videos circulating around in your community. You don't sleep. You don't sleep. It has become so risky to the point that even us that are living in the surrounding, we are very careful. So it's an embarrassing situation. And another thing, since Alexander Cummings spoke, he has a press conference at the political party headquarters calling for independent investigation. There have been several names being linked to these jobs, government officials. Even we saw the Inspector General, the RG, the police RG, he mentioned on the public, on his public appearance, saying that these jobs issues, a lot of big government officials, high-ranking government officials are involved into this jobs issue. So we don't want to keep this country in doldrum. What is the government doing about this? The fight against drugs. Are they going to allow other people being set free, passing all around? No, this is not good governance. This is bad governance. If President Boycott and his administration is serious to fight this drugs issue, by this time we were going to see policy playing. Like the issue of building rehabilitation center is not about building party headquarters in all the counties. We don't want to make this thing political, right? We have to be honest when we're fighting drugs. On recent we saw the Mano River Union building, where it was a shame that many government officials said it was President Boycott 10 million. Because up to now we don't even know the actual the actual investigation. We still pray that we know the true reference behind that particular building. But that building can be changed to a rehabilitation center. A recent Kumi said, even if you have a vocational school there, it's going to change the dynamics. So people feature have been at a highest rates in this country. There have been a lot of global report. So we want for the government to do the right thing, but the government is not doing anything into the just issues. Even the rehabilitation center around the country are not equipped. The orientation young people are getting around the country is that it hasn't reached at that level. People who get rehabilitation center who want to help the society are crying on government every day that they need help. They need fundings. There are lack of total fundings. Where are we going as a country? The issue about drugs need to be addressed by this government because they are the one who pay our taxpayer money, and they should stand up and fight for the Liberian people. But what we are seeing now, to be honest, the government has failed. There are a whole lot of lapses here, and they are malfunctioning. This is we seen it to be as a maladministration and misgovernance. This is how we see it to be.
Okay, tell us about the Lion and Club, the Lion Group of the ANC.
So the Lion movement, it all started from Mr. Green Kaifat, who's in the finance office at the ANC, and also a guy they call him Mandela Chipley. He's the chair for the disabled community at the ANC. So when the Lion movement started at that time, they started to talk about lion, 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 lion. You know, lion is the king of the jungle. We see how hard it is. So when we try to go deep, think deeper, fortunately for me, I was appointed as chairperson for the Lion movement, where I started to have a communication with the IG to know more about this movement because the name Lion remains that you have the zest to fight anything. When you are around as a lion, people are in fear. So it was a very scary name when I saw it. So we tried to discuss about this, and I was already on the fight to see how best we can end this bad governance in this country. So when I was appointed for this movement, we tried to think bigger. We try to explode to see how best we can talk to various counties, chapter leaders from the students community and other people to ensure that we all come on board to have one goal, and that goal is to support Cummings because we feel like Cummings has the zest, has that spirit to fight good governance with his honesty and how rational he is. When you listen to Cummings' appearance on radio, whether in any press conference, you will always see Cummings giving recommendation, not just criticizing. He always gave recommendation how the government, what the government should do. So as a movement, we try to bring, we have tried to work with all brains from different countries and other things. We having where his name Bakole, Benedict Bakole, who has been doing very well for this movement, and I, the chairman, I've been seeing how best to engage with other national leaders. So this name come about from the Lion Shed, at the convention. About at that time, they were leading to a second round victory between the Unity Party and the CDC. So we were already left down the trenches in that year, 2023. So the Lion movement derived from there, and today, within short time, in 3 months, time we are able to reach and connect to 13 counties in Liberia. We're still waiting for our people. Recently, we have a meeting in Grand Juliet and other in Maryland, where people are getting the spirit of good governance. NEMA too supposed to have their meeting this coming Saturday. Yeah, so there are a whole lot of things going on about this movement. We are strictly in support of the Alternative National Congress and Alexander Cummings.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You guys can let us know what is going on, and we will look. We will continue to support any group, and I know you will continue to follow us. For those of you who still don't believe, for those of you who think that Liberia is just a one party, and you think that you entitled to Liberia the other parties, that your failed policies and you promise the Liberian people that is the beauty of my show. You promise the people and we speak to. There's not a propaganda channel. It's not, because this is not a channel you come and lie. We don't just call names. We go through the facts. We ask the hard questions, and that is why we continue this group with an independent mind. We have the ability to tell Mr. Cummings the truth, and we hold his feet to the fire as well as people in charge. You promised the Liberian people, you said there will be no child in the street after 9 o'clock. We still seeing it. You say you bring war crime codes after Prince Johnson died. That is end. You say you fight corruption. You can't even put a code together. You suspending people. When we say something, you say at least we're doing it. Look, you saw the lady with 15 kids, and you chose to marry her. Then you only support two of the kids and leave the other one. No, 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 no. You promised us. You said you had government experience after 49 years. Is this the experience you're talking about? Corruption is still high in the country. Where the $10 million came from before going to build the Mane River house, you can claim it. Where the $10 million coming from? So now it's telling us that during the campaign, you tie yourself into a lot of things. Today we see drugs. First, we were running around. You say, oh, at least they want at 19 million. The past government 100 million. Now you go over 300 millions with no ability. How you solve it? You got no choice. You got no choice. You are responsible. You are in charge of this government. You control the security. We pay you to do a job. Now, you see why we don't trust the security? We don't trust them. You have one of your DEA men, the head, running around the country with pickups given to him by a cartel member. How do you feel? By this time, he should be on an investigation. By this time, we heard a lawmaker too got picked and cast in the convoy. You afraid, you embarrassed. Your foreign minister names is there. This other person is there. Who signed the document? Who packaged it? Who this? We just hearing the what they call it? The little people. The big fish is still sitting there. You don't even have the ability to do what you want to do. You can't even fight it. Because when you lie and you try to shield people, you would never fight it. Come in, Julius.
I just want to kind of highlight a couple of things that Emmanuel spoke to, and I want to kind of dive into the idea of forming a group. Now, maybe you can answer this for me. Now, are you guys or members of ANC, or you are just independent Liberians who are looking to looking towards better governance? And if so, how do people contact you to, in case they have interest in becoming a part of this group? How do they contact you? But first of all, I want you to answer whether you guys are members of ANC, and if not, then and how do people contact you who are interested in supporting Mr. Alexander Cummings?
So we have a lot of us that are not members. Some are members of ANC,
Okay.
but we have a lot of us
Mhm.
who are not members of ANC,
Okay.
but they support Arizona Cummings, right?
Okay.
We all
Right.
support Alice Cummings.
Right. Okay. And in case somebody's interested in joining this group, whether in Monrovia or even in Grand Bassa, considering the fact that vast majority of Mr. Cummings' vote normally comes from the young people, especially in Montserrat. All right, how do they contact you, being the chair of this establishment? How do they contact you to become a part of it?
Yes, I'm currently now we are on the foundational stage,
Okay.
so mostly we do We do our recruitment from the structure that we have in the different contexts, the message
Okay.
are reaching. We also trying to reach at the university level,
Okay.
and and I'm open. My name is Emmanuel Fodewa, even on
Okay.
Facebook,
Hmm.
on WhatsApp. I have the WhatsApp number 0776 870260 is my WhatsApp number. But we also trying to ensure that we have an online registration form for the movement. Shortly,
Okay.
we will be coming out with that. The last meeting we have on Sunday, it
Hmm.
was included, and hopefully by God's grace, is going to happen because you have to fight when you want to fight for change. The
Hmm.
message has to be taken everywhere.
Right.
You don't have to be silent in fighting for change. You don't have to be so egotistic about this
Hmm.
or put whatsoever first,
Hmm.
because we're fighting for our future. The future of this country needs to be protected by the right people. We need the right people in leadership, and
Hmm.
we have seen Cummings as a change. We have seen Cummings as the best alternative because this may have a good record in the global war.
Hmm.
Coca-Cola, Pillsbury, these are billionaires company,
Right.
and he was able to serve with a good record, no corruption. He had a productive spirit when he was in that field. And we believe that a man who can take care of different country,
Hmm.
who had a sleepless night, he
Hmm.
know what it means to achieve hard work. So we believe in Cummings because we believe that he can restore that honesty into Liberian politics. So for the Lion movement going to be everywhere, even if you even our international friends in China, who are going to school in India, Uganda, we are trying to talk to them on a daily basis to ensure that they reach out to more people because these are Liberians. They are, although some of them are going to school, but when it comes to Liberia, where is the job? We don't
Right.
have the system. The system is not provided. Our country is in total subnormality. The government no
Mm.
direction, we have just situation. So when we fight for change, we have to stand for this cause. In this cause of good governance, we believe that Alice Cummings, the alternative national congress, can change the dynamics in this country.
So Emmanuel, and then I'll let Monet come in on this one here after this. Liberia is much more of a polarized, society, and due to the gullibility of the society, people are so bent on subscribing to bad idea, bad governance because of two reasons: tribal lineage or political affiliation. What I mean, you don't have to state your strategy on here, but as a beginning, a group that is not a member of the ANC, but you're coming together as independent minded Liberians because you have noticed his ability to truly transform Liberia and good governance. My question to you though, how do you intend to face some of these dirty politics that will be thrown at you? Because this is how it is for the most part, for most Liberians who don't understand that true transformation comes from within and then to be applied. What is it that you guys will do to address some of these things, such as the propagandists that are out there who will throw all the dirty water at you? The people don't know Mr. Cummings. Nobody, Mr. Cummings is not out there. He's not reaching out to the people. How do you plan to face in and address some of these things?
So the first thing we always tell our people in the different rural parts in
Mhm.
Liberia, and also at the highest level, students, community, and also where we see our elders are. We are
Right.
brave and without fear, right? We preach the message of good governance. So it comes with a spirit that we don't want to see our country getting into the things that will bring complete future embarrassment
Right.
here in leadership. For example, Alexander Cummings, right? I can
Mhm.
still remember 2017. There's a school called St. Michael.
Mhm.
When the student was congratulated, were awarded to have to have a wire fee being paid through the Cummings Foundation.
Mhm.
People from Nima County, they were in that school that year. Although it was in different high school, but people from low today I still speak with them. They still appreciate Cummings. So the issue of tribal politics, we must do with that. We continue to preach the message. Whether you are a Mandingo man, you can say it. Whether you are a Christian, you from the Gio tribe, you from the Manon tribe. We just need competency. Even within the Lion Executive, we'll come up with our executive committee shortly. But even within the Lion Movement Executive, we need competency. We need people who can preach a rightful message. We are talking about change. Although we are in opposition, but we should also stand for accountability. We must be honest to our country. Where the country will move in 10 years, 15 years, this is where we should look at. If you look at the 8 years UNDP report, it will tell you how bad this country is. From 2017, we were although the performance was bad, but in 2025 the performance is we haven't achieved a massive victory in terms of progress. So this is where our interest lies. We take side from tribalism politics. We don't need it in Liberia for now. We need competency. We are our Liberians. We are our own people. Whether you from the diaspora or you living in Liberia or you in the poverty or you not a Congo man, you're a native man, we are a Liberian. We must protect our own. We must protect our own people. We must save this country. We should work together, be more united, and ensure that we end bad governance. It hurt us. Global ranking that we see every day, the expression on the Liberian people face, these things are general challenges. If you go at the University of Liberia, when you see lack of digital equipment, when you see students looking for a chair, it not because you have a Lofian or whether you're from this tribe or you are from Maryland. Every Liberian is affecting every one of us. When people do that global ranking from the World Bank, they say Liberian education system is bad. Even the rest agenda are failed. Those things haunt us. Nobody would say President Bwana is a Lofian. People from different international world, they refer him to as Liberian. They refer
Right.
Cummings as Liberian. So these are the changes we from the Lion Movement we are going to fight strongly, and we're going to reach out to our people to ensure that this particular narrative, this perception is in. It
Thank
must
you.
end.
So Emmanuel, before you Manet, please can you share your number one more time? We have some of our listeners who are asking for your number in the diaspora. Just read it out a little slower so they can copy that down. What's your number? Your WhatsApp number?
My WhatsApp number is 0776 870260.
60.
Zero, yeah, 0776 870260.
Okay. Thank you. I think I have it. But anyway, let Monet come in. I know people are talking about the president just made elementary school free. Let me just people I'll let Monet come in before I speak to that, because first of all, that again is some of the things we talk about deception, right? President Boycott cannot uh, 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 carry on an executive order with a law that is already in place. There was a law that was actually passed in 2022 where exactly what President Boycott stated in the executive order was already in place. You can't have an executive order about a law that is already in place. Deception, lies. Does this old man even know what he really supposed to be doing or what he wants to do? How can you have an executive order about a law that is already in place? Sometimes people don't even read for themselves. Since 2022, this law had been in existence. Then how can you come and say you passed an executive order? Oh my.
But a good that you brought it out, Julius. A good that you brought it out. When I saw that, it was laughable. And even the late President Doe administration, there was free education in Liberia. Honor president told about free education in public schools. But now we sit here, we lie, and even they say what? Presidential scholarship. What is this? We still doing the same thing. Presidential scholarship. For some, not for all. They say in the 15 counties. But who going to benefit? You using taxpayer money and they say presidential project. All these things need to be stopped. Go across the board. We need free education. You're talking about an act that was already passed. Then you coming back and say executive order. Then we get some people say, oh yeah, they're building high schools. You don't even have teachers. That is why Mr. Comey said this is how we can do it. And this is what we'll do. Most of our politicians, Emmanuel, in Liberia, they tell you what they will do. But nobody can tell you how they will do it.
Definitely.
How can you put a budget together and you have a signature fee of $2 million that will only come one time and you add it in your budget? So over next year, that is why people continue to increase and the living condition for our people is continuing to increase every day. You can't even purchase, you can't even buy a country rest. $25 for a bag of country rest. But married rest is $14. Still, we can't do that. We can't afford it.
General, let me just come in, General. I think Imaya Foley and Benny is supposed to be on the show today because
Yeah,
I seen the other guy at the back. I think he want to come in.
Bakule, he's one of the brains in the Lion movement. Bakule.
Okay. And I think I just brought him. And how are you? Can you hear me?
He is muted.
Unmute your phone now.
Benedict, I think you are muted, so you have to
come in because I will have to go to the phone line to hear from our people. We running out of time, and you stay muted. You stay muted. You got to unmute yourself.
comfort it. You can come in because I think Benedict is muted up to now.
Yes. So I listen to
Emmanuel, before you come in, how you guys getting your phones? Because you know everything you do in Liberia. Okay, I see. Unmute yourself, Benedict. Unmute yourself. Yeah. Okay. Before you come in, everything you do in Liberia is not free. It's money. You got to run around. You got to print flyers. You got t-shirts. You know, Liberian people love t-shirts. You need caps. And this is what we want. We want cells. We want different groups to be organized and that we have all these things going. So how you being funded?
So hope we have been reaching out to our own means to talk to our people, and the people have been supportive. However, those meetings that we've been having, it has been absolutely like no funding given. But then since we have been communicating regularly, we hope and pray that we can speed up those things. But hopefully by God's grace, I think Bakole, he trying to ensure that we have an account, and he trying to ensure that we have an account, and hopefully by God's grace we'll be coming out with our full legitimate structure. So I think Bakole is there. He is a financial man. Now he also in the financial office of the Lion movement. He will speak more to that. He will address that issue.
Okay, Benedict, good morning and welcome to the show. And talk to Liberian people. Let's hear from you concerning the Lion movement.
Junior, Acting Secretary General of the Lion Movement within the Alternative National Congress. Just an overbrief, the Lion Movement is not an independent organization by herself. The Lion Movement is an institution and an auxiliary within the Alternative National Congress. The Lion Movement is an institution within the Alternative National Congress. There are a few people within the Lion Movement.
You're breaking up. Internet problem. I know it's not easy.
Yes, yeah, being facing an internet problem.
Yeah,
But
he's
however, we have in the legs of Letvi when it comes to reaching out that in the diaspora. But hopefully, by God's grace, the next time you see me here, probably we will be talking. We will be giving the public our account, our official bank account. But when anybody want to do any transaction, if they can reach to Mr. Green, Sapphire Green, or even reach to me, the same WhatsApp number I call is my own personal number. Even like B, if they can reach to her, definitely we will embrace that. Yeah, but for now we have been doing things. It is the foundational stage. Yeah, so it hasn't
okay.
been easy. It has been tough. People just been doing it based on their own will because they see Alexander Cummings as a change, as a true alternative. So for now, we have been doing our own thing. We have been kicking the ball rolling here and there, but not on funding. No.
All right. Thank you. We will continue. You guys can come here anytime and let us know what is going on. And we need help everywhere. We need help, and don't let people don't let them distract you. We want to open the lines to our people. Don't let no one distract you. They can call you 1%, they can call you 10%, they can call you 15%. It's up to them because of the fear. They don't call Taiwan going to 1%. They don't call Clarence Money by 1%. They don't call Sarah Best no 1%. They don't call them 0% or no percent. They don't. Okay, I see here. Hold on 1 minute. And Siafa, how are you this morning? Siafa, are you there? Siafa.
I'm following the show. Yeah, I'm following the show. It's interesting. I think as the CEO of the Lion Movement, what I'm saying, hearing, I would like to put in an input if the movement opportunity.
Okay, I gave you 2 minutes because we're going to go to the lines. We're already all the time, but you go ahead. You are free to speak.
All right. Speaking, this is Mr. Siafa Green, the CEO of the Lion Movement, as an auxiliary of the Alternative National Congress that was brought into existence just right after our convention that was held here in Liberia in October. With the fascination of been looking around and seeing since I've been here in Liberia, I have been traveling the breadth and length of Liberia, knowing what it is and how to catapult our political leader. Here comes 2029. That gave me the zeal and the actual in-depth mind to knowing our problems in Liberia, and with Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings being the most appropriate and qualified individual, I have rallied around me some young men and women that are termed as the lionesses of the movement, to ensuring that Mr. Cummings 2029 did become more successful, and here 2030 he's elected to be sworn in as president of the Republic of Liberia. With that being said, structures have been put into place, and I'm looking forward that I'll be returning to Liberia in December to fully launch the Lion Movement. I just seen on the screen that someone said the lions are broke. That's their saying, that their spectators, but this is the embryo stage of the movement, and we are looking forward to become more progressive to spread across the country. Currently, we have covered approximately 13 counties in Liberia, and we are looking forward to cover the 15 counties in Liberia with structure being put in place.
Okay, don't even let comments to distract you, because they will continue. These are people who don't support Alex Cummings. So what do you expect? They didn't say whatever they so don't worry.
But it's okay for them to say what they want to say, because Mr. Cummings is going to be a president for everybody.
Yeah, they will
like you
continue to
said.
follow. We're not going to block them. We're not going to stop you. You are free to comment whatever you want to comment, because we say the right thing. That is why they're commenting.
Those people always crying. I don't know why.
And Lopa, do you have any question for Siafa?
Actually, no, I don't have any question for Siafa. My only recommendation to Siafa will be to deliver this movement to the people and the young people on ground, because those young people are the future leaders. They are the future generation. Let them make the way for their own future. Like I see Emmanuel here, a young man, and I'm pretty sure these people are ready and ready. There are two group of people that once you have them as part or as your backbone, there's almost no way you can feel in Liberia. If you have the young people on your side, you have the women on your side, you're good. That's it. That would be my recommendation. If you get those people on your side, I can say to you, success is sure. But thank you guys thus far for doing what you're doing. We can only do our part from here, but the people on ground are our real backbones. Thank you.
Okay, Siafa, you heard that what he said?
Absolutely, I heard that, and Monet, you and I, we do play pivotal role, very cogent in the institution of the ANC, both in the diaspora and in Liberia. And like I said initially, we are assiduous on the ground here. We are working just where I live at. I have been mobilizing young men and women in this community, and they are very interested. And they told me emphatically, and have disseminated their information to the chair of this area in which I reside. They did vote in UP, they did vote CDC, but this time around, it is Commission's time, and they have pledged their support and loyalty to the ANC through the Lion Movement. And this is what I can tell you and tell the Liberian people. This time around, real change is coming to Liberia, and Alex is the absolute and positive team that will progressively and infrastructurally economically change our people's livelihood. They need better health care. The educational system has been an instructor. And you, Money, you always told me and encouraged me, brother, when you retire, we all retire, go back home and teach and train people to do what you do. This is the vision and the dream that I have. I told them on the show of the ANC Hour, when I shall retire and be in Liberia, BWI doesn't have money to pay me, but I want to give back to Liberia what I have acquired here and both in the diaspora and the international cycle to give back to my country. These are things we are fighting for, and this is why Mr. Comey stands for. And we are here supportive of him in ensuring that he becomes the president of Liberia. For that very, very positive and real deliverables that our Liberians are dying that they are in need of. And we will have it done, and Alex's administration will be a remarkable one that Liberia has ever dreamed of.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to. And we'll continue our conversation, and let us keep up the faith, and let us not be distracted by anyone. And that's the beauty of politics. Have a good day, Siafa.
You as well, my brother, and those in studio, and my young group, Lions that I have in studio with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, this is Independent Minds for a Better Liberia. This is where we speak truth to power. This is where we allow you that don't even support us to make your contributions. And because we know one day you are Liberian. Alex Ghana Cummings is running for president of Liberia. He's not running to be president for Mr. Kishen or Lofa or whatsoever. Is to serve the people of Liberia. And he's not doing it for financial gain, whether you like it or not. Open the line, George. Let us hear from our people. And then from there we can say whatever else. Open the line, George.
Okay, folks, so let me say once again, thanks to you guys who take your precious time to wake up every morning. And the numbers to call and be a part on the show this morning is 077-959-959-0881. Let me take my first caller on this line. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, my brother.
on autopilot and you need to be rescued. And we have to do everything at all costs to rescue the country. When President Boaka came to power, it was Kroma and Afanita and Babu and all of that were there at the DA. They brought in was the base. They brought in one after four. It was the base. They brought in one critical Peter. It was the base. They brought in this Gerald Biapo and all of that. They are very moving in. Now we have what I don't think so how many directors of the reality you will be in. They tell you that the country is dead. And the country is there on you that we are up there. Don't believe what's coming out of the individual. All of that God nations is doing what we live with now is your creation. And that's the thing that's coming from itself and that's the area. Have a nice day.
Okay, my brother, thanks for calling. The number to call and be a part of the show this morning is 0777 959 959 0881 871 670. The number to call, and let me go back to line 2 here. Good morning. We're doing great, my brother. Your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the program.
I see people say, well, the government don't take action, don't say anything that being like a target or let's fair. You take action, or you see people they wish that bad stuff, you always see negative. All the person is bad. How you pick just somebody the person has not even taken the office to work here. These are running around saying no, not to work. So are you hoping, are you praying for things that go well? Is that a hope here in the country that you say patriotic? No, that's not fair. Let God for forever God. He said that's what we want to have power. That there's nothing that we have done, nothing to increase it. Pastor right, brother, I'm guessing. They will see what come back one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. But let me clear the air. Nobody criticize Zanga.
I have another call on the line, channel.
Yes.
Good morning. I know Manchester Event. I say good morning.
Morning on the day and good morning to my children, bro. I want to say, nobody right now, some of us are not they will not even discourage us with them. That 0% thing. So nobody can be discouraged on yet. My brother, just do your best. What God said will be, it will be. Nobody. One of the months I'm going to for me, if I let them get people yesterday. And that's why I say, Mama, be with your CDC. The election, they will be a master election. They are control. Who are poor people, who can't get poor people. But who people for that, you get poor people. We the people that put them there. We decide to move them to move it. So let us be angry. What you put me doing, nobody don't put me. Who we not even get them, created people. We're not talking about all that thing. Right now, people just sitting down. They want to woman to be saying, man, I dream I want to one. I'm looking at things. But we're still not fun. Showing you. Just keep coming here. When you get to the bridge there, the new bridge right there, somebody said, oh, the shop right. I carry shop right there. And what they show you. So nobody can be discouraged all year and for 1%. Even if somebody sedition, properly sedition, I can borrow with the money. You can tell me, say, Mama, you could can say, let's see. But keep talking to us. When we see what you say, it will be all right. Maybe second round with me, I want to vote for me. But right now, Joe, we are taking coming back. Don't be coming back and not moving me. It's not even hurting me. I like running. As our and my song always say, everybody upon chicken cap now and see where the country is going. Nobody coming to a bus, everybody now. We see what going on here, the drop. Nobody know who bring it drop. Nobody follow the chicken cap. When you think who will be good for you, you go there. The judge will be good for you, you go there. Whatever will be good for you, you go there. But nobody coming to discourage me about 1%, 0% there. For me,
we need to get up. Power as the Chota let's talk because for the government we need a association. I said no, right now we're not talking now. What are the association? When the team we're talking with a business, people with this I'm not saying right now I don't have a party, but I supported Joe Wanda. I supported direct in a sanitary or something. So I made up my mind to get back in my children. My party now I won't go to the Nakumis. Now I appreciate me right now. What I see for them, my Josephina want to. With my chest. Thank you, Baba.
Okay, man, Josephine, thanks for calling. The numbers to call and be a part on the show: 0777 959 959 0881 871 670. The long side number, the orange number: 0777 959 959. These are the numbers to call and be a part on the show. General,
You see why some women are so smart and more eloquent and they have wisdom than the other guy who just came up. No one criticized Zanga. No one criticized for appointing Zanga. Listen, we don't criticize when they appoint you. We criticize you when you don't do the work. So all the people we criticize, like what Joe just said, one of my panelists, one of my co-hosts, he said, he listed names of people who went to that DEA and were fired. Especially the last one. He was removed. And they tried to shield him and try to shield the investigation. So no one said Zanga is not qualified or who's not qualified. We're not that naive. We got sense. So when you come up, you don't even know nothing to say. You don't have anything to say. But you see the beauty, you will never go on Class Reload and speak if you don't support the government. It will cut you off. You will not go on other platform that supporting government and you try to say, but this is where we want you to speak your mind. And you will understand it day by day as we leave this show. You will understand it. You will say, oh, the guys and say something. We're not here to lie. Everything we say about Cummings is not lie. Cummings is the only man who knows how to fix it because he's the only one knows the problems. He's not just speaking. He don't criticize. He don't just go. He opened his platform. He said, use it. But if it's not your idea, you will never use it. You will never understand it because of the pride, because of your ego. No, it can't be Ellis Cummings. But everything Ellis Cummings said is coming to pass. Liberians, we need change. We trust the Liberian people. They don't lie. They said, Cummings 29. We support it, and I believe it. They will.
Okay, General. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Brown.
Welcome.
Yes. You know, I've been following, and I think since I've been listening to people, nobody criticized the appointment of General Sanders. So the thing is, there's an agency in the government, and almost 4 administrations are formed, less than 3 years. 4 administrations. Then you still have to yourself, why is really happening? For at that recommendation for Dianda, there was Dianda. You know you are not taking forward from show in you go or maybe you will be acting until the Senate will sue before the move for confirmation. You know, when you have such an agency and the developers will better than that, you will see that the down to this structure within that agency, they are the partner. So it's better get there for director, not the managing director or whosoever director at the appointment level. You know that they need within the structure to compare them all and bring new people. Then to even speak out who you want to look for you to connect with the target, they will take the time. But that structure is there, you're not good there, that the people who will keep trying to go back. And they will keep trying with money. Even though you have a home resist there, all those kind of things, but from there, you see all the people cooperate because of the one of them there who try to process, doing all that error, process there. These are people who spoil the people in that agency. So they were whole attack for them. When you get there, you want to store the structures out there and rebuild it. Thank you.
Okay, my brother, thanks for calling. No, the numbers General?
Yeah.
All right.
So, yes, I listen. So the thing is that
Let me take the last caller, General. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my brother. Your name, where you calling from?
I'm calling from that country.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard the lyrics about this kind of people. Now, there is already interesting about the issue about Mr. Bobby. There was an answer for that Mr. Bobby raised situation.
Oh, we lost that person there. Oh, my brother, sorry, we lost it there. Let me see if I can take that person on this line.
Make sure you
Good
get him
morning.
back. Make sure you get him
Yeah.
back after this caller.
Yes, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, good morning.
How are you? I thank you for having my two young friend Lions on the show today with you. And I know Losa had asked how to get involved both in the diaspora and in in Liberia. So you know something, Losa, if you want to be part of the Lions movement, I got you. I got you, I got you, I got you. We need more minds like you in the Lions movement in our stakeholder group. So I got you. Also, the Lions movement is there. We are the seats and the arms of Mr. Alexander B. Cummings for 2029. I just want you all to know that we are the seats and the arm of Mr. Alexander Cummings from 2029. We there to multiply Mr. Alexander Cummings. We are there to multiply him because he cannot be everywhere, so we there to multiply him. So we are the feet and the arm that Mr. Alexander Cummings come 2029 for his 2029 election. And I know we have a high hill a high mountain to climb, but we're climbing that mountain one step at a time. And come 2029, I thank you, Monier, for all that you do for us. Thank you.
Okay, let me go back and take them my person. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, my brother. Um, General, you coming? Okay,
Yeah.
let me tell you. Good morning.
Good morning to General. How are you doing there?
We're doing great, my brother.
Yeah, my name is Obidaya Kibra and I'm calling from your Johnson Road.
Okay, welcome over there.
Yeah, I want to use this time to appreciate the Lion movement in support of Mr. Cummings. And I want to also urge them to move like a real lion. Yes, some of us, we are in our care, we are in our community, we are encouraging people, we are telling people what Mr. Cummings is capable of doing, we are telling people the ability of Mr. Cummings doing well. We 2023 when I supported Mr. Cummings after the election, I was more, but I was not discouraged because I knew that was the process in going to get on another project again. So I want person who always support me, support me, and I will continue to support him and I support the Lion movement as well. I want to say thank to all of you for the good work. Thank you.
Okay, my brother.
All right. And thank you, guys. Thank you for the callers and the encouragement. And thanks to those who still trying to doubt. Look, as far as concerned, UP and members of UP, you are nothing. You are nothing. You will not distract us. You can say whatever you want to say. You were all over the place looking for money, all in America. That's why we want to believe that you took the drugs people money today. You got no choice. Like what Edward said, stop the drugs when they enter in the country. Then we know you're doing work. Put things into place that there will be no drugs entering. But you allow the drugs to enter. You ate the people money. So citizens, I gave it to you, yeah. Continue to lay their complaint. Open your eyes. When you see it, you talk it. And to the media, I want to say thank you for sticking on this one here. If we're not going to stick on the $19.2 million, all the things are not going to come up. And if Alex Cummings are not going to speak and say we need the international community, all the things are not going to come up. Y'all long be doing it, but they want to choke you. Y'all will continue to defend. Y'all will defend till we reach 2029. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. But because you are afraid of 1%, that is why it's catching you. And you will continue to follow us. And if we're not making a stripe, if we're not giving a message, you will not come on here and comment. Yesterday, you couldn't comment because you thought we're nobody. But now it catch up with you. Your own food, you will not swallow it. You not cook the food. You put plenty of soy inside and you seem to eat the food. Yeah? I want to buttress the guy. Nobody criticizes Zanga. He's a professional. He works in government. And I love to see people who have that 10,000 hours to work. There's a book I read that if anyone have 10,000 hours under the belt in a particular job, they are professionals. Like what the man said, he going into an environment, that whole place is rotting. He got to be very careful. That is why we don't criticize when the president appoints. We criticize if you don't do the work, it's the president's responsibility. Because he the one made the appointment. This is not a place to come and say, oh, Zanga this, Zanga that. That Zanga the only man see the work. Yes, Zanga got 10,000 hours on his belt. He was chief of staff, he was defense minister, and that's it. So we're telling him, they see what we're pressing the other guy here. Say, oh, the DA doing good, oh. Just to find out the DA eating and pretending doing good. That is why we say, Mr. Commissioner, we'll fire you. In fact, we'll create a corruption code. We'll do everything, but we'll give them the logistics to do the work. We want to stop that drugs before it enters our store. That's what we're talking about. Don't can't tell me when all the drugs enter, then you won't ship it out. Now we catch you. Then you say, at least we catch in there. You're not catching nobody. Now your own say you catch it because you got no choice. You're trying to pop on the boss. You will continue. UP is responsible for the drugs. It's on your watch. We pay you. We pay the security to make it thousands of dollars. So let's get our closing. Go to Lofa. We go to Benedict, man. I know your internet. You see the thing we're talking about? The internet problem. That's why we say we need internet connectivity in the entire country. When you get good internet, that's it. When you get good electricity, that's it. So let's go to Benedict, say something, do your closing, and then go back to Emmanuel and then Julius. So Benedict.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, the General. Thank you. Like our regular saying that I do appreciate you for the show and thank you that we appear on the show that we all believe that Mr. Alexander Cummings is the most competent and reliable presidential candidate within the liberal political landscape. And the Lion movement is the driving force and a arm or grassroots arm for the Alternative National Congress, where the Lion movement is 100% legit, and it won't be like other auxiliary that have been with the Alternative National Congress, because for the past two elections, from our research we have done, some auxiliaries have come, in the name of supporting Mr. Alexander Cummings' visions and dreams to lead Liberia, but their mind cannot be clear when it comes in. So this is the reason that the Lion movement has come, to, go as a helping hand, honor the Alternative National Congress and honor the constitutions of the Alternative National Congress to make sure that some of those classics and some of those political jargons that came that, in the name of Mr. Cummings will not work. And the Lion Movement also will work closely with the national propaganda team of the Alternative National Congress to make sure that everything goes smoothly. And I can rest and show and tell the Liberian people and the young folks in general that if you are not thinking the way that you're supposed to think as a young generation's leader, you can never choose a better leader because Mr. Alexander Cummings is the only competent person that we all knows about. That's why you see every morning when I get up, I will write something about Cummings. Majority of these things that Mr. Cummings have done into this country, nobody talk about it on the media. Cummings has supported every university into this country, paying millions of dollars for tuitions, for scholarship abroad, right? But nobody talk about it because they want to tarnish his reputations that he had built over the years, just to spoil it within a second, right? So these are things that we are going to be pushing on a daily basis. We are going to be pushing in a rural part of this country because majority of the voters within Liberia in the rural part of this country, they are not aware of what Mr. Alexander Benedict Kumi have been doing for Liberia. So this is this is one of the most important things of the Lion movement to go everywhere in the rural part of the country that where the Alternative National Congress have not been. This is what we call the foot soldier. We are going to use on our foot. We are going to print out a calendar. We got a lot of events that we have already, undertaking that we can be able to reach Manlopu in Bungonima, in Sanoye, in Yailoa, in Fenitoli, that we will be able to reach everybody because last spread all around that Mr. Cummings was a gay because of political greed, because of political power. These are things, and Liberians, we don't believe in such saying. These are things majority of the old people never turn up. Never believe that yes, Mr. Kumi is the rightful leader. So if we go to the people and explain what Mr. Kumi have done for this nation and make them understand all those information you heard from the Unity Party, from the CDC-led government, they are all fake. This is the person that you all been hearing about. This is the real Mr. Alexander Benedict Kumi Jr. This is the leader that will be able to lead this country. So let us, to think critically and elect this man come 2029. Like I told one boy from Rwanda, probably he on the scholarship of Jeremiah Kuhn, referring to Mr. Cummings as a finance minister, he preferred to be a finance minister. That's what I told him. I said, the hospital that gave you tuitions today, that you in Uganda, Mr. Alexander Kumi have donated to that hospital, to Jeremiah Kuhn Hospital in Nima County. So he is that leader that he don't pick and choose. What are you from the opposition bloc? What are you for him? He gives what is in his mind to give the Liberian people. So this is the leaders that people in Liberia are supposed to come out and vote him. This man have not become president, even a town chief in this country, but the man have donated more than $3.4 million US into this country. In Liberian history, this is what I can always say. In the history of Liberia, what is the history that tell you that presidential candidate what have not been elected into this country that have donated even $100,000 to major hospital into this country? Nobody. My research told me none of them have done it except the beginning president. But Kumi have not taken no township position into this country. He have donated to the health sector, educational sector, agricultural sector, to the economic systems of this country. But Liberian still goes, and castigate the man on a negative way. But as for me and my follower, Mr. Kumi will remain number one, no matter how it takes, no matter how hard it would take us to get to the rural part of this country to share the dream and vision of Mr. Alexander Benedict Kumi. Today, Joseph Boakai is president. What was the platform that Boakai delivered to the Liberian people? What was his vision for this country? He never told the Liberian people he became president before the arrest agenda could come out. I can see other people praising the arrest agenda. What is the implementation of the arrest agenda? Joseph Boakai was inhaling 12 years regime where the entire job cartel started. People felt that Helen was president. Oh, Helen was selling this country. She put this country into the mess with the United Party. And the same United Party-led government came and opened door to these drugs. Look at our people. To the Solomon Bowler, they were displaced in their own lane. So the Liberian people have to sit down and think. What is the man doing? In a man's own country, he's doing pick and choose. He appointed majority of the cabinet ministers from Lofa, especially Gizi people. What are the Liberian people, thinking? There is no new measures to the Liberian people. The Liberian people eyes are open. No lies, no mere propaganda going to fool the people. This is the reason that the Lion movement have founded herself and the principle that they are going to be a foot soldier in the bushes, because Liberia is not just Maserati. Because from our research, majority of the activity of the Alternative National Congress have been into Maserati. So we are going to push, no matter how or distances it going to cost us, to enter into the rural counties to make sure that the Alternative National Congress and the dreams and visions of Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings should be realized. And Mr. Cummings said, I'm not want to be president because I want power or I want money, but tomorrow when the next generation comes and asks, who are those people that were part of the legacy of changing Liberia to this stage? These are things that we want to, leave behind. And he make it clear. And for God's sake, I'm young. Educator said you're not working. But look at other people. If you're not United Partisan, you can't get a job. If you're not a citizen, you will not get a job. If you don't go and, bend down on some UPEX and citizen feet, you will not get a job. So we all, as a young generation, this is the nations that the population is above 60, almost 60% of young people. We have to come together. And I know, I rest assured that the Alternative National Congress have majority of those brilliant youth. Let we engage the conversations with understanding. Let we engage the conversations with good platform. Let we engage the conversation with better, agenda. And this is the reason that the Lion movement is the grassroots foot soldier of the Alternative National Congress, right? Because with all these things that parading around the corner, Waga sitting comfortably, relaxing. He don't want to know what's going on to the indigenous, ordinary Liberian people. Their children are taking drugs on a daily basis, but he had no time for it. Roman Agore around that his two boys are part of the cartel, right? You got your own officials of government. It's not only the DEA taking cars, taking money, gifts from the cartel. Then what is the change that you criticize the past government, you Boakai, that you say you are going to come and do? And Mr. Boakai been a criminal from way back. Brought gold here, put salt water into the goat and sold it to 15 pricing. He was proud and say on ERBC radio, proud as a presidential candidate and as a president of this nation. He went to Agriculture Ministry, he was fired. He went to LPRC, he was fired for $1 million corruption. So these are things. When you talk, then they want to bring propaganda. Why is the propaganda for that Unity Party God? They don't have it. But the only thing we have to come up as an Alternative National Congress, we have to come up and speak on these things. We should not remain silent.
We have gone out of time. And we want to respect the rules of these people. This show starts 6:30 in America and 10:30 in Liberia. So you guys are welcome again anytime, so we can have that discussion. Benedict, just have 30 seconds. We are already out of time. But not Benedict, Emmanuel, but Benedict, you said it all. Nothing you said here that nobody know about. Some people say, but why you thought the president corrupt? Oh, yes, the president talked about the goat that he put salt in. We all heard it. Everything Benedict said is nothing hidden. That's a public information. So we're not just here to criticize. But these are the things we look for. That's how we say 3 C's: the character of the human being, the competence, and the capacity to see if you can do it. Can you do it? Can we trust you? So Emmanuel, give your closing and then we'll call it a day.
So I want to thank the opportunity being provided, and thank God we are every day we are on the fight for good governance. We don't want to keep our country in stagnation. Yesteryears, the Unity Party was in power for 12 years. Nothing they done to improve things in this country, and they were not elected into power. 2020, 2017, we saw that the CDC get to power and nothing changed. Now we are in 2026. Unity Party is back to power. Where are we as a country? We are still the now poorest country in the world. Yes, the arrest agenda. We have 6 pillars of the arrest agenda: agriculture, roads, rule of law, education, sanitation, tourism. We have been nowhere. There have nothing have been achieved under President Bwaka in terms of agriculture, roads, and a whole arrest agenda have failed. We have to be honest. This is why we are pushing Kumi's agenda, because
Okay. And Josh, we want to say thank you for your patience, your time. And Emmanuel, I know you just freeze up. Benedict, I want to say thank you again. Tomorrow will be on same time, same station. We're also on Saturday and Sunday, and 6 o'clock Saturday and Sunday. And to those of you who are listening to us, keep sharing the shows, keep following us. For those of you with the negative comments, I say have a beautiful day. And those of you who don't even like us, we want to say thank you very much for not liking us, but we still love you. We are Liberians. You are free to speak, and we need your support. Those of you who listen to us, listening, this is how we get the support. People support this show. That's how we pay our bills. That's how we pay our staff and whosoever. This is a long project. We will continue to educate our people. So tomorrow, there will be a brand new topic for drugs. We need answers from the government. You are responsible. So have a beautiful day, George. You can take it from there. And Benedict, thank you again.
Thank you.
I hope you come on early. If you want to come on whenever, just get in contact with them. Or if you want to go to the studio, you are free to do so whenever we're on. Have a beautiful day, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Independent minds for a better Liberia. I Moner Keshen approve this song. Independent minds, independent hearts. Rise, Liberia. The time is now. Together we stand. Together we build for a brighter tomorrow. Wake up, Liberia, hear the call today. The future is waiting, don't turn away. With courage and purpose, let hope arise. A nation can prosper when vision leads our eyes. Vote for a leader with vision. A leader with purpose and mission. To move Liberia forward, hand in hand. Together we'll build our promised land. The change is now, our youth. The change is in your hands. Stand up.
5 priorities we have. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our fifth priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care.